Welcome back, multifamily investors. This is Brandon. My name's up here for your reference. And, this one came up in one of my new listings for the week. It says a fourplex in the Bremerton, Kitsap County. I watch all fourplexes in Kitsap, among other things. It's not truly a fourplex. I'll show you the picture real quick. It's actually two duplexes on the same lot, but they're calling it a fourplex. But in all technical terms, it's two duplexes. So I thought I'd do a quick analysis for clients on this. Again, these are just, what I do is a snapshot, right? Taking the numbers that are in the listing, whatever's available, taxes, insurance expense. This is all entered by the listing agent here, water, sewer, garbage, and some additional expenses that give it a total of $12,534. So what I use in my snap, and the price is $815. Okay, so come in here. 815, 25% down. Most lenders are going to want. I've got a new lender that's doing 10% down for investors. If you have any questions about that, leave a comment, reach out. It's a new product. It's interesting to create some more leverage on a deal, but it's going to be hard to cash flow with only 10% down, right? So we're going to go with the traditional 25% down on this one. 6.5% is kind of the going rate right now. 4 units. I put in the actual rents. If we look here, again, one's missing, and I don't know why you would get pretty much the same rent for a unit that's 50% larger. These are all one bed, one bath, but these are 678 square feet. These are 429 square feet. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're all $14.95 for 2 of them and $14.75 for 2 of them, which is where I get this. Gives us a gross rent of $59.40. Comes over here, gives us expected gross income. Okay, take a little out for vacancy loss, even though it's, we can talk about that another time, but you're pretty much not going to have much vacancy in this in the first year, but we have to budget for it. Property taxes, I take the number here that's provided here, $24.80, plug that in. Insurance, same thing, whatever the listing agent. Sometimes the agents don't put anything in there. We have to ballpark it. Excuse me. And then they put in there for utilities, $1,500. I just deducted the difference. It came out to be some other expenses. We don't know exactly what they're accounting those for. So I lumped them into repairs and maintenance of $71.28. Gives us a total operating expense of $12,534 and a net operating income of $57,000. Okay, that gives you a cash flow of just under $11,000. And I come over here, monthly cash flow about $900 a month. That's pretty fantastic, actually, for what we're seeing in this market. Debt service coverage ratio of 1.24. So once you consider the annual principal reduction as well, you're looking at about an 8% return on a $224,000 investment. That $224,000 is your 25% down, plus your buying cost estimate about $15,000 plus a few thousand for reserves we want in there, right? Now, I double check rents against rentometer, or rentometer, however you want to call it. And based on square footage, those 2 smaller ones, I feel like they're probably, I would question the 1475, 1495. I think you might be in that 1350 range. And then the bigger ones that were almost 700 square feet, you could probably push to 1500 or so. I prefer to be very, very conservative. Okay. I want my clients to be pleasantly surprised rather than be disappointed. So a pro forma for me is going to produce 5,700, which is going to look more like, and I budget in here too. I'm assuming that most of my clients are going to hire a property management company like we have here, multifamily property management, at $75 a door times 4 doors. That's $3,600 a year. So that's an additional cost that's not calculated in the listing data. And so that's why it's going to show a little bit lower. We want to shoot for at least $100 a door, ideally $150 to $200 a door, which is if the picture is correct as it's listed at 913, this would be for our area this time, pretty solid deal. I would suggest making an offer around 772. You're going to get over 1,000 potentially, and it's also going to help us achieve more realistic cash flow number of closer to 600, which is 150 door, which I think is a little bit more reasonable, considering you probably want to hire a professional management company, unless you live in that area or experienced in management yourself. So there you go. This isn't a bad deal, actually. I'm going to shop this to a couple clients of mine and see if there's any interest. If you have any questions about how I look at deals, this, again, I call a snapshot. This isn't the end all be all analysis. This is just what we're taking based on the information available at this time before we write an offer even. Okay. So you're going to have outs to back out for if we review or do our due diligence and find out that these rents are not in line at all with what's going on in the property, then we could back out. Or if we find that there's opportunity there, you can keep the deal moving forward. But there you have it. If you have any questions, please either email me. You can schedule a time to connect or leave a comment below. And thank you for watching.